Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today's video is a repost. Saw scale viper venom versus human blood. My blood. Anyway, she's very old and she's on her way out. She's could pass away any day now. It's horrible, and she's just been a great girl, great personality, just super wonderful snake, and I'm honored to have been able to work with her. But yeah, I just want to repost this video because I'm not sure if everyone's seen it, but I also want to add to it. So at the end, I'll go over some things. Now, the saw scale viper is responsible for the most deaths around the world, and I'm going to explain at the end why that is and what causes the death. But yeah, stick around to the end for the extra stuff. Alright guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to film what the saw scale viper's venom does to human blood. Unlike the other videos that are 20 minutes long, which they're filled with a bunch of information, but we're just going to get right to it and get started. So subscribe and hope you enjoy. Actually, before we even start, I'd like to make it clear that I'm a trained professional and my mom is also a medical doctor. So she's the one that's going to be drawing my blood. Alright, so right now we're tubing the saw scale. That's simple. Holding a venomous snake behind the head is a main way to get bit. The snake is stressed and in fear for its life, and they'll sometimes even bite through their lip. Even professionals that venom extract get bit doing this, so never attempt this.
That was fast.
So right after getting the venom sample, I wanted to just get started on getting my blood drawn, so we started that right away. And another thing is we're going to get 2 samples, so we have 1 as control. I noticed in some of the other videos that they only have 1 sample of blood, and you don't get to compare the 2. At this point, we split both samples. One of them I stopped early, and there's a little less blood. So, and that's the one we ended up putting the venom in. All right, so we're going to place the venom in the smaller one so we can see maximum effect. Can you see in here?
Yeah.
All right. Like that. Afterwards, we realized we should have probably put the sample in the container the venom was in, but we ended up getting a few drops into the blood sample. Are you worried or something? No. So I guess we'll give it time. So there's a slight difference. If you see it, it kind of slowly moving, it's clumped together, but this one's still pretty liquidy. So here we go, starting. Should we put it in here yet? Keep it chased a little bit longer. Not super long, just a little bit. Definitely taking it up, but yeah. I'll pour it out in here. I don't even see a difference.
It's definitely thicker.
It's thicker. Let's compare it to this one.
Yeah.
And just for a little reference, here's the venom composition of the saw-scale viper. Now with the saw-scale viper, they have a mixture of procoagulants and anticoagulants.
Smiley face. The smiley face.
What would you say, Eli?
I think this one's definitely thicker. You can still see that this one's pretty viscous as you swirl it around the bowl. And this one, I mean, it moves, but it's definitely more slow as it goes from side to side. You can see kind of the clumping over here in the lighter red areas.
Yeah, so it's definitely thicker. Compared to this.
Yeah, that's still blood. This one seems to have more of a vibrant red in it. You can see there's like clumps here along the edges. Or this one's just more of a smooth liquid.
At this point, I shine some light in it so you guys can get a better look at it. Compared the two under the light. You see that? It kind of looks like...
Yeah, this stuff around the edges here where it's like, that's not in this one at all.
And again,
you can definitely see the color difference. This one's very dark and this one's real bright red.
Yeah, so another thing is, hopefully this, even though it's not as jello-like as the other videos, hopefully this gives you an idea that just because there was one sample in the other videos, that it doesn't mean it's coagulating just because of the one sample. You can see the difference in mine. So hopefully that gives you an idea, because I noticed a lot of comments saying that blood coagulates on its own when it's out. And you can see it's been about 5 minutes and it's still very much liquid-like.
I'm just amazed at the color difference. I mean, that's like thinner or something, I don't know, but...
Yeah, the bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
And you only put 4 drops.
Yeah,
there's only 4 drops. All right, so the blood has been out for about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. This is the normal blood with nothing in it. You can see it's starting to coagulate now. So that's how long it took to start getting thick. Anyways, here's the venom blood, and it almost looks now as if it's anti-coagulated. So now after about 25 to 30 minutes, look at this. This is the normal blood, not even moving anymore. See that? And this is the one with venom in it. Still moving. So this is what normal blood should do at this point. Look at that. Well guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it's not as entertaining as seeing it turn into jello, but at least you saw the full process and got to see the differences side by side. And again, this is a saw-scale viper. And subscribe if you enjoyed. Take care, guys. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, they're responsible for the most fatalities worldwide. And the reason for this is in the areas they're found, many people in these areas resort to traditional medicine. So instead of getting anti-venom, they rely on shamans, traditional rituals, things like that. And, that's obviously doesn't do any good and can actually harm you more. But that's culture. But the venom itself, as I show this footage of her, I'll explain how the venom itself causes fatalities. And it'll describe what you saw in this video. So the anticoagulation effects of the venom is the most dangerous symptom. As you saw in the footage, the blood stayed very thin. Even when the normal blood with no venom completely coagulated, the one with venom was still very thin and liquid-like. And this can lead to internal bleeding, which leads to acute kidney failure. And the reason for this is because it leads to a state of hypovolemic shock. And this is due to severe blood loss. And the heart is unable to pump blood to the body and leads to organs shutting down. And that's what leads to death. But on the other side of this anticoagulation effect is medical benefits. Many drugs have been developed. One of them is Echis.